What you're about to see in this television documentary is a mixture between an equestrian adventure and a remarkable cultural undertaking. 25 young horsemen, Circass horsemen, from the Republic of Kabardino-Balkaria in the Russian Federation, traveled on horseback from the city of Nalchik in the North Caucasus all the way to my city, the capital city of Amman, Jordan, a marathon distance of 2,500 kilometers. As a horseman and a horse breeder myself, I found this equestrian adventure both exciting and unique. By commemorating the immigration of nearly 2 million Circassians from their ancestral lands in the North Caucasus in the middle and late 19th century, the horsemen are hoping to remind the world of the tragedy which occurred to their forefathers, a tragedy which was occasioned just as much by ethnic and religious intolerance as by military and political considerations. The horseman's message is clear, albeit not a new one. The message has been repeated over the centuries many times. Brotherhood and friendship must prevail. Mankind must learn to coexist in our small world, regardless of nationality, culture, or creed. We are doomed if history keeps repeating itself without anyone learning its lessons. In this context, then, a noble equestrian sport serves an honorable human purpose. I hope that the new generation of young horsemen and women will continue to learn the high ideals of horsemanship and thereby enhancing man's appreciation of a most noble creature, the horse.
Kabardino-Balkaria is a semi-independent republic within the Russian Federation. It's situated in the heart of the Caucasus, surrounded by the highest mountains in Russia, with Mount Elbrus, the highest in Europe, towering over its fertile plains in the west. It's a country of unimpaired natural beauty, with several rivers and high alpine lakes dotting its landscape. Its people are predominantly Circassians, known elsewhere in the world as the Circassians. The Kabardans' culture, like those of the 3 other Circass republics in the Caucasus, is full of music, legends, poetry and song. Music plays an important part in the Kabardan social life, because there is a melody or dance tune for every conceivable social occasion. A gathering of friends for a dinner is an occasion for music and song, and this often leads to impromptu dancing. Receiving guests provides the young people of the community with an opportunity to put on special dances, often attired in their traditional and colourful national costumes. But perhaps the Circassians are mostly world-renowned for their horsemanship. A horsemanship born out of a tribal war culture, which was developed and refined in the 17th and 18th centuries, during the long years of resistance against the invading armies of the Russian Tsars.
مورد الرزق والقابزم ازدقاتي فقزويي كم فتيتني وفمتيتني مورد مزيغاتي فرصة سفو غاز سير أفضفات ساجزاري سيادقو سيكاد دسان برشاد بسن سلاشادم نبزاق بيشكم برشاد بسن وفي صفي سكوف تومي برشاد بسن سسينا خور فغشاوة دوني مغاتفو سدوغا غاريي شب سمياقس يبغشاوة يجي مازم سسوبدا غايي برشا سفو غازو سير أفضفاز ساجزار سيادقو سيكاد دسان برشاد دسن سلاشادم نبزاق بيشكم برشاد دسن وفي صفي سكوف تومي برشاد دسن برشاد دسن
The most important day in the Kabardino-Balkarian Republic's calendar is Memorial Day, which is celebrated on the 21st of May of every year. In the Circassian language, this day is translated as the Day of Mourning, and the Circassians, wherever they are, mourn the tragedy of their forefathers' disastrous migration from the Caucasus after their surrender to Russia in 1864. After more than 30 years of fighting for their lands, the overwhelming armies of the Tsar defeated the remaining Circassian forces and completed Russian occupation of the Caucasus. But the process of migration from the Caucasus had already begun long before the end of the war. In total, it's estimated that 2 million Circassians left their ancestral lands for Ottoman Turkey. It's also estimated that a quarter of them, 500,000 souls, perished on the trek south. Several shiploads were drowned in the Black Sea. The survivors of these flights were then scattered within the Ottoman territories of the time, in the Balkans, and in Greater Syria, which today includes the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan.
تتلقاكم يستنبول عفر نخشكم قطواء تجاش قطواء تجاش شفتن ينبم يرابطاكم يا خبار أبدا مشعور بسهر مثل جاء بسهر بسور جاء ديادها يا بسهر نوبة بقفها قد وقفها فزر وتجاهها مجاري أراسي دربا قاعدة قفوا نوبة أفخدو قد بغاءت دي بنهم دي تقها راس ما فقاق أهل غوغر زلت وفري أهم يا غوغر نفو أهم يا غوغر داشو تحمسو سا أراسي دي بدغف ودن فيئم في برقفأت في بزرقفأت في خاب زرقفأت تحم في غبسو
May the 21st, 1994, was the 130th anniversary of this tragedy. And the young horsemen of Kabarda decided to observe the event by undertaking a marathon journey on horseback in the footsteps of the early immigrants through Turkey, Syria and Jordan, a distance of 2,500 kilometers. The first leg of the journey was from Nalchik to the Black Sea port of Sochi, a distance of approximately 350 kilometers. Poems were written and songs composed in later years, telling the story of that lamentable crossing, which was never to be forgotten. Our fathers' bones were sustenance for all the fish at sea, our mothers' chests a playground for all who dwell in thee. Our maidens languished in thy surf, your deep a resting place for those of us unfortunate souls whom destiny displace. The lifeblood of our fathers merging within thy sack, a ruby liquid, blending blue to make thy outlook black. The coffin ships lay down entombed, coffins enshrined in sand, and yet we hear the wailing tunes, a woeful cry for the land. The coffin ships are not yet mute. They tell of dreadful tales, when Circass maidens wailed the song while clinging to the sails. They sank below, and an endless blackness grew. O Black Sea, how will they rest?